Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello friends, this is the part second of the lecture about binary search. In first video, we studied the theory and concept of binary search and solved a technical example on this searching technique. In this video, I will tell you about the algorithm, the algorithmic steps, the dry steps, and the execution of these steps. Binary search algorithm. uh, the following are the steps for this algorithm. LB gets 1. We know that LB is lower bound, UB is upper bound, which is the maximum subscript of the current selected list. Found is false, found is set to false because still we have got no element. There is a condition while lower bound is less than or equal to upper bound and found is equal to false. And there are two conditions. First is that lower bound needs to be less or at maximum equal to the upper bound, and second is the value of found should be false in order to execute this loop. अगर कहीं भी लोअर बाउंड की वैल्यू अपर बाउंड से ज़्यादा हो जाए तो ये सर्च अनसक्सेसफुल हो जाएगी, और अगर फाउंड की वैल्यू ट्रू हो जाए तो तब भी लूप टर्मिनेट होगा और सर्च सक्सेसफुल होगी. If this loop executes, the step A is mid gets LB plus UB int div2. Here we calculate the middle of the list. Lower bound plus upper bound divided by 2. Now this division is integer division, that is, if in case, for example, if you get 9.5, 0.5 will not be considered because it is integer division. Second step is if item is equal to a mid, then found gets true, else if item is less than array mid, then UB gets mid minus 1, else LB gets mid plus 1. If item is equal to array mid, then there is no problem, found gets true and loop gets terminated. But if item is less than array mid, then the process shifts to the left side of the middle point, that is UB needs to be changed. And if item is found greater than array mid, then lower bound will be changed and the process shifts to the right of the middle point. After this loop section, we will go to fifth step, which is if found is equal to true. Now if the loop terminates and the found's value is true, then the search becomes successful, otherwise the search is called unsuccessful. These are the steps. Where LB is the lower bound, UB is the upper bound, found is a boolean variable or variable with boolean behavior, mid is the middle of the current selected part of array A, and item is the element to be searched in array A. Now we will try to understand this binary search algorithm using an example. Suppose there is, once again, just like last video, we have an array A1, A2, A3, A4 and A5. You can design an array of 6 elements, 7 elements, 8 elements, 10 elements of your that depends upon your choice. Okay, now the list must be sorted 1. So let we have element 10, then 20, then 30, then 40 and then 50, and among these elements we will be searching our items. Suppose the item we are searching is 30. Now applying algorithmic steps, LB gets 1, so LB is there. UB gets max and the maximum subscript is 5, so UB is there. Third, while third. Step is found gets false. Found gets false. We have set a boolean variable to false, while LB is less than or equal to UB and found is equal to false. Now the value of LB is 1 and UB is 5, so it is clear that 1 is less than 5. Condition is true. Value of found is false. False is equal to false. Yes. So the loop may execute. Step A is mid gets lower bound plus upper bound divided by, this is integer division, 2. So lower bound is 1 plus upper bound is 5 divided by 2. 1 plus 5, 6 by 2, 3. Step B, if item is equal to array mid. Now the value of the mid is 3. Item we are searching is 30 and the value at location 3, this is the mid, is also 30. 30 is equal to 30, so then action will be performed, and here we got found gets true. With this value of found, we go there. There is no change in lower bound and upper bound value, so this condition is true. But found value is changed to true, and we are supposed to check this equality. क्या ये true is equal to false? No, true is not equal to false. So loop is terminated, and we go to step number 5, which is if found. So now as if found is equal to true, the value of found is true, is equal to true, so the then portion is to display search successful. Now one, two, three, four, 5, A 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 with elements 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. LB 1, UB 5, found false, while LB is less than or equal to UB and found is equal to false. This time we try to search element 10. LB is 1, UB is 5, 1 is less than 5, found is false, is equal to false. Both conditions are true, so step A is mid, which is lower bound 1 plus upper bound 5 divided by 2. 6 by 2 means 3. This is the mid. Step B, if item is equal to array mid. Array mid is 3. Element at array mid is 30. The item to be searched is 10. 10 is not equal to 30. So the else portion starts with the condition if item is less than array mid. Item is 10. Array mid is 3. The element is 30 at location 3. 10 is less than 3. Yes. So its then portion is UB gets mid minus 1. Mid is 3 minus 1, so UB is 2. This means this was lower bound and this was upper bound. Now as element is less than the midpoint element, so this part of the list or the right sublist is of no use. So as UB is 2, so UB is there. So this is our target list now, the current list. Now with this UB we will go here. It will be checked. Lower bound is 1, upper bound is 2. Yes, condition is true. False is still false. So now step A is mid gets lower bound, which is still 1, plus upper bound, which is now changed to 2, divided by 2. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 divided by 2, 1.5. So 1, as this is integer division. Now step B. If if item is equal to array mid, item to be searched is 10. Now the mid is 1. Now you can clearly see that the element at location 1 is 10. So 10 is equal to 10. Yes. Then now the then will be executed. Found gets true. With this true, you come here. True. True is equal to false. No, true is not equal to false. So loop gets terminated. And the step number 5 is if found is equal to true. Now as the value of found is true, true is equal to true. Yes. So search successful message will be displayed. Okay guys, another example, another execution. Consider the same array A1 2 3 4 5, A1 2 3 4 5, 10 20 30 40 and 50. Now suppose this time we search for an element 60, item 60, which is for sure is not present in the array. LB is equal to 1. UB gets 5. Found is false. 4. While LB is less than or equal to UB, and found is equal to false, LB is 1, UB is 5, 1 is less than 5, condition is true, false is equal to false, condition is true. Step A, mid gets 1 plus 5, lower bound plus upper bound divided by 2, 6 by 2, 3. B, if A, sorry, we can write it as, but in the algorithm we have written it like, if item is equal to array mid is 3, item to be searched is 60, which is equal to 10, no, not equal to 10, so else portion will be executed. If item is less than a mid, item is 60, element at position 3 is 30, no, 60 is not less than 30, then its else is, as now as 60 is greater than midpoint, this means that this left sublist is of no use, so we are required to bring a lower bound from 1 to this position. So this is why that else gives us the statement LB gets mid plus 1. The mid is 3, so 3 plus 1 means 4. I see that LB is 4. This LB is 4 is brought there and is checked. 4 is less than 5, yes. False is equal to false, yes. So step A is mid gets 4 plus 5 divided by 2, 9 by 2, 4.5 means 4. B, if item is equal to a mid is 4, item is 60, 60 equals to 40, no, 60 is not equal to 40, else if item is less than, this is the same algorithmic step, array mid A4, 4 is 40, item is 60, no, 60 is not less than 40, so then the else portion will be executed, which says now this list from this point to this point is of no use. LB gets mid plus 1, mid is 4 plus 1, 5. Now this value 5 is brought there. 5 is equal to 5, yes, 5 is equal to 5. False is equal to false, yes, false is equal to false. Now I will do the next execution here. You may reverse the video for making the things clear again and again. 4 plus 5, no sorry, now it's 5. 5 plus 5, 10 by 2, 5. Item to be searched is 60. Element at location 5 is 50. 60 is equal to 50. No, 60 is not equal to 50. So else it will check if item is less than array mid is 5, 50, 60. 60 is less than 50. No, 60 is not less than 50. So once again the else will be executed, which says LB gets mid plus 1. Mid is 5 plus 1. Now the value of LB is 6. Now check it here. Now LB is 6, less than or equal to UB, which is 5, which is not possible. It is impossible to have a lower bound greater than the upper bound. So the loop terminated. Loop terminates, and we come to the step number 5, which says if found is equal to true. We know that there is no change in the value of found, which was false. False is equal to true. No. So else message will be displayed, which is search unsuccessful. So guys, you are required to execute this algorithm on some examples, on some sorted lists for your practice. Design a program in any computer language of your choice and practice it for you. Please subscribe my channel, like the videos, share the videos, and invite your friends also to like these videos, to watch these videos. Thank you.